Welcome to Latinas Unmasked. Our first story is going to be from the subreddit AmITheAsshole, and our title is Am I the asshole for telling my brother that this is not my problem?
Right. When do you put the boundaries when it comes to brothers or sisters? That's
Can you feel it today?
Yeah, definitely. Well, for the people that do not know, I don't know if you have ever dealt with a brother or a sister that it's in the middle of their puberty journey, but it's tough when you're not part of that journey as well, and how to deal with that, like, Jesus. But anyway, let's go.
Yeah. Oh, just for an info, this story had 1.1k upvotes, so kind of a little popular. So let's see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Okay, so my daughter and my niece both started high school this year. They both attended the best high school in our town.
Not to brag, but
Yeah.
okay. Who cares? Anyway, yeah.
My daughter is extremely smart and very popular at school. She is friends with almost everyone in her class. Again, not to brag, but
She's iconic, apparently.
oh, yes. My niece, on the other hand, is not that smart.
Ooh, damn.
That's so hard to say about your niece. I mean, like, she's not that smart.
Jesus. But, well,
Ouch.
at least they are honest in the family, you know, if you can say
Well,
that.
we don't know if he's honest to the niece or, maybe he just says that now because, the kind of thing where you're like, she's not smart, no. I would never tell her in her face, but let's be
not
honest.
Okay.
But we don't know. Let's see. So she struggles with simple tasks and she has no friends. I kind of feel sorry for the niece.
Like,
okay.
thank you. Imagine if people would introduce you like that, yeah, this is my niece.
I'm the smart and popular one, and that's my friend who has struggles with simple tasks and has no friends.
It's like,
Except for me.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Ouch. Okay. A few days ago, my brother called me and asked me to change my daughter's school because kids have been making fun of my niece and calling her stupid while they calling her the stupid one while they call my daughter the smart one.
I think she likes it by the way she's writing this.
I think the father likes it because the father is writing in.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
I think the father is kind of happy or something. He seems proud. I don't know. Okay. He claims that his daughter never had this kind of problem, and it started when my daughter started to attend the same school as her because everyone is comparing them now since they are cousins. He also claims that it's also my daughter's fault because the kids who do this are her friends.
Wow. That hurts.
Yeah. I feel so bad for her. I told him that I'm not changing my daughter's school and this is not my problem. My daughter is friends with almost everyone and she can't be expected to control everyone's action. Also, since my daughter is very clearly smarter and is thriving in this school while his daughter is struggling, and also because his daughter doesn't have any friends there anyway, then she should be the one to go to a new school. He thinks I'm being an asshole. So, am I?
That's the question. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're an asshole by, introducing your niece in such a negative way. But when it comes to the situation of, having to move both of them to another school just because with one of them things aren't working out as perfectly as every parent would wish for, that's stupid. I mean, I think if your daughter has a problem in one school and you want her to move out, then just do it for her,
Yeah.
The cousin doesn't have to do anything with it.
I do have to say in this story, I think both of them are the asshole, honestly.
Who and who?
Both the OP writing in, the father of the daughter, but also the father of the other daughter is kind of an asshole.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's I mean, first of all, OP is an asshole for the way he writes about his niece. It's so hard. No empathy. No empathy in no way. I mean, you can be angry at your brother, but I'm sorry. That's so hard. Then again, on the other hand, the father of his brother, Opie's brother, is an asshole for, I mean, why should
Expecting,
I mean, if his daughter is well placed in the school, has good friends, it's a good school, she's feeling comfortable there, why should she go? And if even the friends of the niece are doing this to her and she has no friends because of that, then it would be better for her to change school, to start somewhere new.
Yeah. Also, I think it would be good to separate both of them if they are constantly being compared by everyone. To answer the question, yes, you are an asshole, but not in the way you think.
Yes, you're an asshole for describing it this way, but not an asshole for, in a way, not caring, because I get that part. And then again, I do have to say, I mean, I don't know how it sounds terrible for the niece. I feel for her because I was in a similar situation. You know, I have an older brother that's 3 years older than me, and obviously he wasn't like the smarter one. He was just trouble kid, you know, doing pranks and all of the stuff. So when I entered school right after him, when he finished and I entered, like high school, I think it is in America, kind of equivalent to what we were going through.
Yeah, exactly.
All the teachers were either like, "Oh, you're his younger sibling," or they were, "Oh, you're his younger sibling." So, you know, I already had like, people were already expecting me to be trouble.
All right.
I wasn't. But
that's the debate.
And I also went to school at the same place where my cousins and my brother and everything. And I mean, why would my friends hate me just because I would go to the same school like my cousin that is kind of 1 year older or the same age and compare me to them? It's like, what shitty friends do you have? I mean, seriously.
Yeah, now I've been thinking, like, maybe they live all together in a really small town, and that's the reason why these kind of, you know, interactions are even possible. You know, that people...
I mean, I grew up in not a small town, but I mean... a town where everyone knows each other.
Yeah, exactly. That's what.
And we were the new kids in that town. Yeah. I mean, even there. I managed to get over the fact that they compared me with my brother, and I was like, but what do I care? I mean,
right.
Yeah, so sorry.
I think you're involving yourself too much into this story, like too relatable for you.
No, it's just I do feel for the niece that she's in this situation. I mean,
but I mean, they aren't her friends if they call.
That's what I mean. It's
like
just
that. Yeah.
She has shitty friends. She should change school to get
change
new friends,
school, change uncle and father, just change everything. Leave that place. Leave that place. Okay.
Change uncle and father, change everything. Your identity, it's just better.
That place is toxic as.
Oh my god. Well, let's see what the top comment says.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so. Of course, your daughter shouldn't have to change school, especially if she's thriving. So not the asshole for not uprooting her to appease someone else. Yeah. But you're the asshole because you've got major blinders on. Your niece wasn't bullied before your daughter got there. Now she is. Something happened. The bullying comments you make in the privacy of your home somehow ended up flying around your daughter's school. And you're self-absorbed enough to think that this is just confirmation that everybody sees what you see, that your daughter is perfect and your niece is a dunce. But people's perception didn't suddenly get better. The stars didn't align. Your daughter obviously said something. Maybe a lot of some things. Maybe it's because she thinks it's normal to talk about this poor kid that way because she hears it all the time. Maybe she got where she is socially by stepping on others. It's a classic common tactic for a reason. But all signs point to your daughter instigating bullying, and you won't even consider it. At the very least, she should be leveraging her social status to get people to lay off, but there's no indication of that in your post. Popularity is rarely a sign of innate goodness. You need to stop slandering your poor niece and open your eyes to the fact that you and your daughter probably catalyzed this whole thing because you're lacking in class and empathy. You're so gleeful in this post, so transparently boastful. Did Regina George show up and have a daughter? This comment had 5.6k upvotes. So.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And I think it is for a good reason, because they sum up everything. I think this person actually has a good point that the daughter probably is kind of, the one that spread this rumor around that she's not smart.
Everything.
Yeah, I do feel that this would make sense, honestly. It just
I'm not so sure about
really,
that.
why not?
I mean, because just because you're maybe more socially, you have more social skills than your cousin, and you are better looking or whatever. If you're more charming, then it's not your fault that people feel more positively attracted to you than with your cousin. But
yeah.
And he really didn't mention like the point of view of her daughter, of how she feels about the situation. So, so we can really tell if she's also the villainess behind all of this. But I do agree with the blindness of the OP of the father. And I was just wondering while you were reading the comments, like, why would such a narcissistic father want to write that type of story on Reddit and read the comments of people confronting him with that? Like, I don't think that.
To be honest, most people search for confirmation. What he wanted to hear was just people told him, no, you are the victim here. You're absolutely right. Oh, this is so good. Whatever. So, and we kind of see that a lot happen in Reddit, where sometimes if people doesn't get the response they were searching for, and they get those harsh truths, you never hear again of them.
Right.
Or you see a comment of OP that just answers to the one comment that was on his side, to the one and only, Right. They're searching for confirmation. But sometimes, honestly, Reddit also manages to change someone's point of view, and people actually see that they were actually at fault here. So it is a good platform if people want to listen to it. But I mean, I think OP does not, probably.
Okay.
But to your point that you said before, we don't know the other's perspective, but it is kind of weird that it was all perfectly fine. And I mean, yes, I don't mean the part that she has more friends and that the niece friends suddenly turned against her. I think more about the part of, she was, as it sounds at least, she was never called dumb or stupid or compared in that way. So why would they suddenly?
Right.
Just because she arrived? Why would it not in a way be the other way around? Or like that they would compare her the other way around, like, oh, that's your cousin, she's new, we don't know. It does appear to be that some of them too, either the daughter or the father, maybe when the friends were around, must have made some of those comments because he has clearly no empathy for his niece or anything, and values the fact that his daughter is so popular and smart. I think he might have had either directly or indirectly some influence in this. So,
right. Have you ever had rivalries with your cousins, or like tensions in the relationship? Has that happened to you? Because in my case, it's like, I don't give a fuck about them. Like, I couldn't care less if they are more successful or not than me. I'm like, dude, I don't care what type of image you give to society. I will have to deal with you on Christmas dinner or whatever. Like, so why bother, No,
it's the same for me, honestly. It's more the other way around, where I felt some jealousy from, I think from the different social status that we grow up in. But then again, I couldn't care less because we grew up in so different families. Like, my cousins have the most perfect, awesome, parents that honestly are super supportive. From the way I see it, they're a super kind and genuine people, and I would trade that for every luxury in the world, seriously.
Right.
So I never understood the kind of how I felt jealousy about material things, because it's like I would trade it right away, but
not everyone not everyone thinks that, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
but
are there other comments or Or that was just a tough
Yeah, it's just
comment?
another comment that says, this is the right answer. OP's daughter doesn't need to change school. That's not the solution, as we all said. But OP needs to have a serious look at what's really going on. The fact that the kid allegedly picking on OP's niece or daughter's friends make it unlikely that daughter is not involved in some capacity. At the absolute least, OP needs to speak to his daughter about how you respond to bullies in your social circle and make sure daughter isn't getting involved in bullying. OP needs to make sure she understands what her friends are doing is wrong and ensure she doesn't participate, at the minimum, or preferably that she doesn't involve herself with those sort of people. And you're right about OP's tone. It speaks volumes, and I'm inclined to believe daughter is on a pedestal here. Yeah.
True that.
Yeah.
At least from our point of view, from thousands of kilometers away in Switzerland, in the Alps, in the middle of nowhere now.
But yeah, I mean, still, I think it's really on point. It's the way
Yeah,
he talks about
definitely.
his niece. It is apparent that it probably had a big influence on his daughter. Maybe the way she sees her too, or
Right.
yeah.